the National Information Technology Development Agency, Nitda. This is Nitda Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
The digital economy has arrived faster than anticipated because of the COVID-19 pandemic and the lockdown that occurred. The pandemic had directly affected production, disrupted the supply chain, and had an adverse impact on firms and financial markets. In that period where social contacts and interaction were limited, the digital economy was most functional with its high technology and integration with other industries. On today's episode, we're looking at economic paradigm of Nigeria's digital transformation that Nitda is focused on. I am Kinyese Wabuke, and this is Nitda Impact.
This is Nitda Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
You can be a part of this program by logging onto our website at www.nitda.gov.ng or all our social media handles displayed right on your screen. Let's begin with what's making the news headlines this week. E-Government Training Center graduates third batch of professional course 2022. Nitda JICA trained 20 startups from Northeast. Plus, Northeast startup trainees participate in Demo Day pitch ideas. And now the news proper. The E-Government Training Center, Public Service Institute of Nigeria, continued its service-wide training for staff of ministries, departments, and agencies with the graduation of Professional Course Batch 3. Director Human Resources, Public Service Institute of Nigeria, Mr. Yusuf Said, who was the guest of honor at the closing ceremony, disclosed that the graduates have a key role to play in the effective implementation of e-government in Nigeria. Nitda Impact correspondent has more details.
The National Information Technology Development Agency, Nitda, has been at the forefront of implementing the e-government master plan of the federal government alongside other agencies within the Federal Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy. This graduation ceremony is that of the Professional Course Batch 3, and the participants are highly elated for the opportunity. In his remarks, special guest of honor at the closing ceremony and Director Human Resources at the Public Service Institute of Nigeria, Mr. Yusuf Said, spoke on the numerous benefits of e-government. He noted that the graduates have a key role to play in the effective implementation of e-government in Nigeria.
Count yourself very, very privileged to be part of this. And the only way you can make the team that taught you feel at home and feel complete is when they see that you move into the next step by yourself and modifying it. How do you feel about these studies, what you've learned? How do you feel? You think it's any kind of learning? It's a new thing entirely. E-government, most people talk about e-government, the paperless governance. And that's what they are opening your eyes to it now. So I urge you all to please take it to the next level.
For the participants, this opportunity couldn't have come at a better time. They expressed their appreciation to Nitda and other stakeholders for the rare privilege.
It's a great opportunity. I want to thank Nitda for making all the things possible for us. Nitda is doing a good thing on the technology aspect.
Kudos to them. It's a very good initiative. And I want it extended to those people who are not also in the government. Yes. To the populace out there.
At the end of the training, Omale Ruth, Ejindu Chiamaka, and Abubakar Mohammed Saidu came third, second, and first positions respectively.
The National Information Technology Development Agency, Nitda, in collaboration with Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA, has organized a 2-week training for startups in the northeastern part of the country. Director General of the agency, Kashifu Inuwa CCIE, while speaking at the event, described the Startup Act as a game changer while noting that Nitda would continue to work with relevant stakeholders to encourage youths. Nitda Impact correspondent Gabriel Ono tells us more.
Even though this is not the first time, the National Information Technology Development Agency Nitda is collaborating with the Japan International Cooperation Agency JICA to train startups in Nigeria. This particular one appears to be special as it targets startups from Nigeria's northeast, a region bedeviled by security challenges. However, the ideas of most of the startups offer specific solutions to some of these challenges. Speaking at the opening ceremony, Director General of Nitda, Kashifu Inoa CCIE, represented by the Acting Coordinator, Office for Nigeria Digital Innovation (ONDI), Yakubu Musa, was full of appreciation to JICA for the collaboration. The DG described the Startup Act recently signed by President Muhammadu Buhari as a game changer, while noting that Nitda would continue to work with relevant stakeholders to encourage youth.
We are on a journey to shaping and winning our future. That is why we are leaving no stone unturned in providing the required support for Nigerian innovation. As such, let me use this platform to call on all the 20 participating startups to take full advantage of the knowledge and insights this program will offer you and use the same to transform and reposition your businesses for greater impact on the economy of the Northeast region and Nigeria as a whole.
On his part, the Japanese ambassador to Nigeria, Masunaga Gasuyoshi, who acknowledged Nigeria as Africa's biggest economy, reaffirmed that Japan will continue to support startups in Nigeria.
I believe that the latest technology will be the key to solving challenges and doing business. In the near future, when each of these startup companies want to use some of the latest technology to solve the social problem, I would like you to consider collaborating with the Japanese companies. There are many companies in Japan that have excellent technology and are eager to work with you to solve social problems in the Northeast and throughout Nigeria.
The benefiting startups are optimistic that the 2-week training would be a game changer in their career, even as they express profound gratitude to Nitda and JICA for the rare privilege.
My expectation is having more skills in building good business and better business model, the opportunity to network and learn from experts.
I'm happy to be here, by the way, and I hope to use this opportunity to network and build connections that can foster the growth of our company.
The 2-week training had 20 startups selected from the 6 states that make up Nigeria's northeast. Gabriel Onu, reporting for Nitda Impact.
Similarly, as part of the activities lined up for the Northeast Startups Training organized by the National Information Technology Development Agency Nitda in collaboration with Japan International Cooperation Agency JICA, a demo day was held to enable the startups pitch their ideas. Again, Nitda Impact correspondent Gabriel Onu reports that the demo day was to prepare trainees on how to pitch their ideas before a bigger audience.
Getting to the conclusion of the 2 weeks training organized by the National Information Technology Development Agency Nitda in collaboration with the Japan International Cooperation Agency JICA, the startups were given the opportunity to pitch their ideas through this demo day. Speaking on the essence of the demo day, the acting national coordinator, Office for Nigeria Digital Innovation (ONDI), Yakubu Musa said it was to prepare the startups for future tasks.
We are giving them that opportunity for them to be able to, be able to participate in competitions that may come up in the future for them, and for them to be able to also sell to investors and attract investments into.
Some of the startups who expressed gratitude to Nitda for the privilege believe that the demo day would prepare them for greater opportunities.
What we've learned so far in this course in this training was much about business modeling, understanding the market, also networking, and then pitching as a general. And also we did some legal work which normally we didn't know about. So it has been a wonderful journey so far.
We really learned so much in terms of the digital economy, digital e-learning, e-commerce, e-business, and so many other things electronically. And we also learn from each other. We learn from the facilitators. We learn from the Nitda officials. We learn from ourselves with the startups. And we are going back with a lot of potential. And we're going to be the ambassadors of Nitda in our various states to really impact the knowledge to all other intending startups or those that are in the business.
There's no doubt that this investment in human capacity development through NEST will see startups develop homegrown solutions to the numerous challenges confronting the Northeast in Nigeria in general. Gabriel Onu, reporting for Nitda Impact.
This is Nitda Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
Time now for Nitda's cybersecurity updates.
Basic tips for browsing safely is what we are going to share with you on this week's cybersecurity updates. I am Mansur Aliyu Hassan and thank you for joining us. Browsing the internet securely entails frequently visiting the internet without our data being leaked or stolen by malicious agents who may wish to use it for incriminating or unlawful objectives, such as identity theft, customized spyware, scam campaigns, and so on. To stay protected, here are some basic tips. Keep your browser and plugins updated. Installing the most recent versions helps keep your device secure. Fortunately, most popular browsers have options to automatically update, either within the browser or as part of the operating system update tools. Always clear your web browser cache and cookies if websites do decide to track your browsing data. You can limit the impact by regularly clearing your browser cache and deleting unwanted cookies. Turn on private browsing. Private browsing will not hide your activity from your internet service provider, but it will limit the collection of cookies, which can be useful if you are shopping for a significant other online. Employ the habit of using VPN. The information received via VPN is encrypted and decrypted, which means that sites, advertisers, and internet service providers cannot trace what you're doing. Ensure you have up-to-date antivirus and firewall protection. You will always need antivirus and firewall protection software on your computer or mobile devices, no matter how carefully you surf the web or how smart you think you are about the links you click and the files you open. That's all we have for you this week. Stay tuned for more updates. Thank you.
This is Nitda Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
This week's special report is on economic paradigm of Nigeria's digital transformation that Nitda is focused on.
For every 10 additional mobile phones per 100 people, there is an increase in per capita GDP growth by approximately 0.59% in low-income countries. Digitalization of a country by 10% will directly lead to a 0.75% increase in GDP per capita and cause a 1.02% drop in the unemployment rate. It is estimated that 1% increase in a digital ecosystem development index has a potential of 0.13% increase in per capita GDP. Digitalization is enabled through information and communication technologies, ICTs. Watch as an analyst of the ICT sector have posited that there is a 2.8% GDP growth with a 10% increase in telecommunications infrastructure, and a 10% increase in broadband penetration would give rise to a 0.9 to 1.5% growth in annual per capita GDP. For developing economies, a 10 percentage point increase in fixed broadband penetration would lead to a GDP growth per capita of 1.21% and 1.38% for emerging economies. The digital economy has arrived faster than anticipated because of the COVID-19 pandemic and the lockdown that occurred. The pandemic had directly affected production, disrupted the supply chain, and had an adverse impact on firms and financial markets. In that period where social contact and interaction were limited, the digital economy was most functional with its high technology and integration with other industries. The digital economy, industry, and services play the role of stabilizers, lubricants, and boosters. The best way to integrate these ideals to our country in order to see the impacts is through the formulation of policies that support the integration and development of the digital economy in Nigeria. The National Digital Economy Policy and Strategy (NDEPS) 2020 to 2030 is formulated to drive the development of the digital economy in Nigeria. On the other hand, the Strategic Roadmap and Action Plan (SRAP) 2021 to 2024 is focused on the facilitation of a rapid transformation of the digital economy through elaborate stakeholder collaborations and the implementation of the NDEPS. The NDEPS has 8 strategic pillars: developmental regulation, digital literacy and skills, solid infrastructure, service infrastructure, digital services development and promotion, soft infrastructure, digital society and emerging technologies, and indigenous content development and adoption. These pillars are designed to actualize the objectives of achieving 70% broadband penetration in 4 years, accelerating the digitalization of government processes, and improve service delivery, transparency and accountability, improving trust, confidence, and security around digital processes and activities, attracting and growing digital jobs across all sectors of the economy, and develop the technology startup ecosystem by actively promoting innovation and entrepreneurship. Other objectives of the NDEPS are to support the digital literacy of Nigerian citizens, business and government workers, and enable them to acquire cutting-edge digital skills, to achieve a 95% digital literacy level in Nigeria within the next 10 years, to develop digital education curriculum to meet the current and future needs of the digital economy, to ensure that indigenous technology companies are able to participate actively in the government-funded technology programs, and to ensure that the policy and regulatory instruments are fit for purpose and actually support the digital business environment. Nitda SRAP has 7 pillars, and each pillar and its respective objectives require extensive collaborations for their actualization. The SRAP is well aligned with the NDEPS and its vision of transforming Nigeria into a leading digital economy, as well as other relevant documents and policies of government and the mandate of Nitda. Other considerations include the gray areas that must be addressed in transforming Nigeria's digital economy, the need to have smart objectives, and importance of having an implementation structure that will ensure the successful implementation of the strategy. Other components of the strategy include implementable and granular initiatives that were created with relevant key performance indicators (KPIs). The 7 pillars of the SRAP include developmental regulation, digital literacy and skills, digital transformation, digital innovation and entrepreneurship, cybersecurity, emerging technologies, and promotion of indigenous content. The global digital economy ecosystem is fast transforming, so Nitda has incorporated a multiply effect component in its SRAP implementation to increase the agility and flexibility built into its plan. The approach also ensures that stakeholders from outside Nitda with the prerequisite capacities are drawn into the implementation plan, with Nitda playing the steering role. The implementation of NDEPS through Nitda SRAP will witness a comprehensive data management system where goals and associated KPIs are incorporated in a centralized data and analytical tools system at Nitda. Implementation of the SRAP by Nitda follows a workstream approach instead of a departmental approach to correct for cross-functional competencies that are involved. The digital economy has strong impacts on the conventional economy, and every nation with ambition will have to align itself as Nitda is doing for Nigeria. Industrial structures are changing, enabling mass customization. Businesses have altered their approaches to meet customer demands and preferences. Digital transformation is also reducing production costs as product improvements, purchases, marketing, and sales take place simultaneously through networks. Innovations are changing industrial structures, improving jobs, and reducing unemployment. Clearly, the digital economy will come with major alterations for the promotion of the conventional economy, and Nitda is up to the task of putting Nigeria on course to benefit from it.
Today we continue our tech tips on basic Microsoft PowerPoint skills. Understanding slides and slide layouts. When you insert a new slide, it will usually have placeholders to show you where content will be placed. Slides have different layouts for placeholders depending on the type of information you want to include. Whenever you create a new slide, you'll need to choose a slide layout that fits your content. Placeholders can contain different types of content, including text, images, and videos. Many placeholders have thumbnail icons you can click to add specific type of content. We'll still continue these tech tips next week.
This is Nitda Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
Up next is Innovation Hub.
My name is David Olumuyiwa Dada, and I'm the co-founder, president of dtcoup.ng. At dtcoup.ng, we leverage the cooperative model to provide credit to startups, entrepreneurs, and basically young people in the tech space so that they can leverage this very resilient, time-tested model for financial growth and independence. With the Digital Tribe cooperative model, we intend to solve this problem, free their minds so that they can focus on what matters to them and become creative without the problem and the hassles of trying to raise funds and meet those basic financial needs of theirs. In 2017, we participated at the annual GITEX event that happens in Dubai. And in one of the African Investment Forum session, we met a few of foreign investors who picked interest in what we were doing. And as at this time, we're developing blockchain solutions. We call the project Back Pocket. And it was captivating to these investors. They wanted to know more about it. And so at this event organized by Nitda, we met those guys and we discussed with them. And, you know, they came up with the idea and they asked if we could work with them on a similar project.
This is Nitda Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
The digital economy has strong impacts on the conventional economy, and every nation with ambition will have to align itself as Nitda is doing for Nigeria. To learn more on how you can benefit from our activities, kindly log on to our website at www.nitda.gov.ng or all our social media handles displayed right on your screen. Until we come your way next time, our special appreciation goes to the President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, the Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Professor Isa Ali Pantami, the Director General of Nitda, Kashifu Inuwa CCIE, and the entire management and staff of Nitda for this program. I am King Yose Wabuke, compliments of the season, and thank you for your time.